Marching band plays our national anthem.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another night of McBain Varsity Football. We are here in Lake City to play the Lake City Trojans big rivalry match tonight. I'm Kyle Culp, joined by
Tucker Very, and it is a great day for football.
For your Lake City Trojans.
Long history between these two teams. McBain, the last couple of games start looking pretty good. They started looking like their old team, like what we had last year. Just hope that they continue this this positive energy, positive vibes tonight, and hopefully they come out with a win.
And McBain is 2-2, coming off two giant wins against what may not be the greatest competition, but they're amazing confidence builders. Going 0-2 for the first two games of the season, that's tough.
Yeah.
But coming against a Lake City team is 3-1, but coming off a devastating loss, 48-8 against Beale City last week. McBain looking to and continue their playoff push. Lake City hoping to bounce back after what is something you don't like to see from Lake City, who was state ranked going into that game last week. I've not checked yet, but I believe they did drop out. It's going to be a good game tonight.
Number 20, Ashton Matheson.
Biggest thing for McBain is going to be that pass game. McBain, every year in, year out, has a good run game. What separates them from different teams is the pass game. Being able to throw the ball allows your run game to open up, because teams have to drop back, bring some corner safeties in, and defend the pass, and allows your runners like Kelvin McGillis, Eli Baker to get tons of running room. And as we saw in the last 2 weeks, when McGillis and Baker get running room, they use it. First play of the game last week, McGillis took it for 50 yards for a touchdown. That's something you don't often see.
Well, and the success of the success of our running backs, you know, you got McGillis, his first carry, touchdown. Elijah Baker, his first carry, touchdown. Brock Maloney, it took him a couple of carries to get in, but it wasn't many carries before he got into the end zone for a touchdown.
It will be Brant Bonico to kick off for McBain. Kunkel is back deep. Bonico kicks it short. It'll just roll out of bounds off the hands of a Lake City return man.
Kickoff goes out of bounds at about the 20.
And brings the Trojan offense, led by quarterback number 1, Darren Kunkel. If Lake City wants to be successful, he's going to have a great game today. McBain, over the past couple weeks, they've allowed a lot of big plays. They've been against Roscommon and Houghton Lake. They did a good job of containing the smaller plays, but they often allowed the quarterback to roll out of the pocket, find a receiver that beat the corner down deep, and get big yards out of it. And so McBain's defense really has to step up tonight.
well, and one with the Rambler defense past couple of weeks is number 17, Landon Ealing. He was a big impact last week's game against Houghton Lake,
Darren Kunkel with the carry.
as that was quarterback keeper by Kunkel.
He was knocked out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Holding against Trojans is the call.
Holding on the Trojans. That will send them back a couple of yards.
What was a big first play of the game is will now be brought back.
So
Make it
foul, put the ball at the 30-yard line.
first
It'll be 1st and 8 for the Trojans.
1st and 8. Another notable player for this McBain defense is Bryce Acom. Plays linebacker, but often used as that edge rusher. Great at getting pressure on the quarterback, as we'll see Dane Blair with the run, brought down in the backfield by number 1, Caleb Abbott.
That's another name we'll hear a lot about with the McBain defense, as he's so fast to get to the ball and bring him to the turf. You'll see a lot of yards lost from Abbott.
In that Roscommon game, Abbott was the only option for player of the game. 2 picks, some big tackles, and even had some rushing yards. He's one of those players who you can throw him in a place and he can excel at it, and we see him starting tonight at cornerback.
Kunkel, pass intended for number 22, Brody Gothard.
And can I just say what a big difference that penalty made against this drive. It would have been moving the chains, another 1st and 10, got brought back, is now 3rd and 10, and the Lake City offense has kind of hit a rut here.
Well, it was definitely a confidence booster for the Rambler defense.
Kunkel taking it himself.
And he'll get stopped right away by Grant Bonico. Bonico's a name that you'll hear a lot about, as he plays offense, defense, and he's kicker. And he's a big impact on the Rambler team. Great leadership from him.
Bonico, he is one of the best leaders that this team has, McBain, but he's not really a speaking leader. He is a lead by example. He does the right things on the offensive and defensive line, and then goes out on special teams. Grant Bonico never gets a break, and he does not care. He's willing to be out there every play, and he shows it. Baker with the return, getting it to the outside, tries to make a man miss, but knocked out of bounds by number 8, Oakley Barger.
Ball will be placed at the 22-yard line for McBain in Trojan territory. Great offensive placement for the Ramblers.
35-yard, give or take, kick return there from Baker. Didn't start last week, starting this week, and he's already making his mark on this game. And we'll see what the first offensive possession for McBain brings. Starting in that T formation, Huttinga in at tight end. We saw him catch a touchdown pass out of that position.
Well, you also got Dwayne DeWitt on the other side, blocking as Baker, big gain on the play, gained the first down and more yardage. Great first play for the Ramblers. The positive vibes from the defense definitely transferred over into the offense as they get first down on the first play of their offensive drive.
McBain sticking with the T formation. Baker, Maloney, and McGillis in the backfield, pace under center. It is McGillis with the carry, breaks off one defender. He's reaching for the end zone. He'll be brought down just at the 1-yard line.
Second goal from the 1.
Pace returning to the huddle. A lot of options here for this McBain offense. could give it to the running backs. Pace may take it, or may see Hunninga or DeWitt off at the tight end position.
Still with that T formation. And he'll give it to Maloney. Maloney punches it in for a touchdown. Great offensive start by the Ramblers. Giving it to each running back at least once, and you got Maloney in for the touchdown.
You know, coming into this game, there's a lot of uncertainty. You know, Lake City, 3-1. They look pretty good so far. And McBain, over the past couple years, they have struggled against this Lake City team, especially in Lake City. But what a great first drive, putting 6 points up on the board. Bonico not able to get the field goal to go, but as we saw last week, missed their first two, didn't miss one there on out.
Yep.
I'm excited to see what Kyle Smith and this Lake City coaching staff draws up to get this offense moving.
Well, a rough start for the Trojans offensively, and that start didn't kind of transferred over into their defense as McBain stopping them on the defensive side and putting the offense on the field and getting points on the board early.
Bonico to kick again. Looks like he might go short. McBain does not like to take a lot of chances on the kickoff. It'll be a short little squib kick. It'll be recovered by Barger, and he'll just go down, bring the Lake City offense onto the field.
One thing that McBain, both JV and varsity teams has started to do is they just kind of kick it a little bit short and then try and go for it. We saw that with the JV game last night as their first kick, they actually got the ball. Darius Pena kicks the ball 12-ish yards and goes and gets it himself.
Kunkel's pass caught by number 22, Brody Gothard. Almost looked like the linebacking core wasn't quite ready for that pass, as McGillis, he didn't quite move. Almost looked like he was stuck in his spot when that pass was thrown, allowing the completion to happen and Lake City to move the chains, 1st and 10. It will be Kunkel in the backfield, Blair alongside him. Kunkel rolling right, looking to pass. Bonico's there, and he'll bring him down.
Darren Kunkel taken down in the backfield.
And there's the impactful by example that I was talking about with Brant Bonico. Hops off the block fast, finds the ball, puts it down on the turf.
In the backfield, Blair alongside him. That's the second or third time Lake City has ran that. Kunkel rolling right, looking to pass. Bonico's there, and he'll bring him down. And every time, McBain has been there.
Kunkel hands it off to Blair.
Carrying ahead for about a yard. Calvin McGillis and Brant Bonico
getting about a yard on the play. 3rd and long for the Trojans.
Have to believe this is going to be a pass play.
Good for a yard or two. Calvin McGillis and Carson Murphy with that tackle.
After that play, it's 4th and 16. Baker going back to return for McBain.
late substitution for the Trojans. Punt is high. Baker recovers, trying to shake. Short return from Baker.
Baker with the turn up to the
Getting only about 9 yards on that return. First down at the 29 in McBain territory.
On that punt, I was a little concerned. In the backfield, when a player punts, you're not allowed to hit the punter after he kicks the ball. The kick went away. Brant Bonico almost stumbled into the backfield, bumped into the punter. There was some discussion between the Lake City lineman and the official. I was not sure whether the flag would come out, as we'll see Baker with another run, trying to cut it outside, still on his feet. Brought down after getting the first down.
Good run by Baker. You saw the Lake City defender tugging on his jersey. I'd say a little bit, but it was a little bit more than a little bit. Kind of stalling Baker for the slightest second for other defenders to catch up and get him down to the turf.
It's been all run for the McBain offense so far. Don't see a reason why you would change. As we'll see, McGillis with the carry, using his blockers well. Brought down after a gain of about 5. That'll make it second down and 5.
Second and 5 from 26.
Second and 5. Pace gives it to Baker again.
Baker's just short of the line to gain. 3rd and 1 at midfield.
If I'm Pat Maloney, there's only one option here, and that's the guy wearing the number 6 jersey. Big, strong runner, 3rd and 1. I think you just give it to him and let him get the yards.
Yeah, giving it to McGillis, good idea. It's a good thing that you're not Pat Maloney, or else you'd be on the other side of the field right now.
It's Brock Maloney with the carry, and he gets the first down and some.
Now Maloney, he's got some speed. He can find holes, and he can pick up a few yards. Another good option for Maloney and the McBain coaching staff.
You know, Brock Maloney, when he carries it inside, so when he runs up through the D-line, he keeps both arms on the ball, which you don't often see, but I don't think I've ever seen Maloney fumble on a carry. And it looks like it's working, as we'll see McGillis with another run. Brought down just shy of the first down, 2nd down and 2.
Hayden McGinnis with the tackle. Gained about 8 on the play. 2nd and 2.
McBain sticking with the T formation. That's Maloney. A little confusion with running backs. Maloney running into McGillis before changing directions and getting the ball.
One thing to note here, Brant Bonico is not on the offensive line. Playing in his place is the sophomore, number 56, Brett Bentham. Bentham, good blocker, paired alongside Mac Bonico. That's a tough side to rush if you are Lake City. 2 big, strong blockers. paving huge holes for this running back.
And that'll be Maloney for the carry. Going to the far side behind Bonico. Found a little bit of yardage, but not much.
Two minutes left in this first quarter. McBain still moving on the offensive end, 1st and 10. It would be big to get a second score, as we'll see. Pace look to pass, going deep to Huttinga. He gets it and gets the touchdown.
I don't know how he caught that. He was double coverage at the least. I think there was a third defender that you could call triple coverage. Great play by Huttinga.
Good pass there from Pace. Took his, what he often does throwing out of the T formation, either like 1 or 2 steps, throws it deep to Huttinga, and as I always say, Huttinga's got glue on those gloves, never drops a pass, and gets into the end zone for a score. Pace gives it to Maloney, and he gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
17-14, Lake City 0.
Still moving on the offensive end, 1st and 10. It would be big to get a second score, as we'll see. Pace look to pass, going deep to Huttinga. He gets it and gets the touchdown.
I don't know.
Both teams back out on the field after the McBain score and 2-point conversion. What a big thing for McBain. Stopping Lake City on consecutive drives, but not only that, scoring on their own, making it 14-0, and that's a big lead against a Lake City team who often is able to dominate on the offensive end.
Not gonna lie, little shocking with how well McBain has performed. I almost wonder if Lake City's still feeling a little bit of the Peel City effect, getting building up and then just getting dominated.
That was Kunkel on the return, knocked out of bounds by number 66, Caleb Camphouse.
Back on the field is that Rambler defense. We see Brant Bonico along with Caleb Camphouse, and I believe that is Carson Murphy, the third, right up. Kunkel hesitation on the throw, does complete a pass to that's 22, Brody Gothard.
Kunkel looked like he wanted to throw it out wide to Van Dienen, but Huttinga was hovering there, and Huttinga's got long arms. I think he could have very easily plucked that ball out of the air. Smart decision by Kunkel. Fakes the pass, drops it down low to Gothard, who gets 3 yards, making it 2nd down and 7. Blair on the carry, tries to hurdle Acom. Acom not having it, just pushes him right out of bounds.
Goes out of bounds about the 27-yard line.
Third and 5, 59 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Kunkel keeps it himself. and he'll be met by Bonico.
Gets it up to the 30-yard line.
Gain of a yard, 4th and 4.
Tackle.
43 seconds left in the first quarter. Clock is running. Baker is going back to return for McBain. I'm not positive that Lake City won't kick it. It does look like they're going to kick. You never know. 4th and 4, that is gettable. But on their own 30-yard line, they are opting to punt. It's Barger. It's away and will go out of bounds at the McBain 45-yard line.
Punt goes out of bounds at the 47-yard line where the Ramblers will start first and 10.
Pace hands it off to McGillis. McGillis brought down just on the other side of the line to gain first down Ramblers with 2 seconds left on the clock. And time will expire, making it the end of the first quarter.
Play of the first quarter, the score of the game 14, Lake City 0.
Both teams coming back on the field. McBain in T formation. They hand it to McGillis. McGillis getting past the line to gain. It's another first down for the Ramblers.
Lucas can't get stopped.
Officials talking to the Lake City coach. Kyle Smith. Ball is handed off to Brock Maloney, getting another first down for the Ramblers.
Good for a Rambler first down. Darren Pumper with stop the Trojans. Maloney carried a few yards.
Ball is handed off to Brock Maloney. He gets about 3 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7. McBain now in the red zone.
Calvin McGillis carry.
Calvin McGillis with the carry.
Down at the stop. Which is down near the 8-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
Flag was thrown. Don't know what the flag was, or maybe it was just might have been a sideline warning for McBain. Ball hands off to Baker. Baker punches it into the end zone as a 3rd touchdown for the Ramblers. As Elijah Baker Bonico set up to kick the field goal. And kick is no good. 20-0 the score. 9.5 left. Kyle, what's your thought on how this offensive drive went? Runs to Baker, Maloney, and McGillis, and finally at the end, Baker go back to Baker for a punch-in.
Well, all 3 of these running backs for McBain, all of their great qualities. McGillis, big, strong runner. Baker has got blazing speed when he gets outside, and Maloney is always safe with the ball. He can read holes well, and he can get huge bursts of speed. And when you have that combination, there's no reason why you shouldn't put 6 points up on the board every time. And for this Lake City team, allowed 20 points, 20-0, 20 unanswered. That's tough playing a big rival like McBain in your home stadium. And if you're McBain, you've got to finish this half out well and start the next one just as good. Because one thing we know about McBain, they don't always start the second half as good as they finish the first. And if they come out at halftime sluggish, not tackling well, not reading their holes well, Lake City can get back into this game very easily.
Yeah, McBain, for most games, comes out at halftime, and they just look a little bit sluggish, you know, looked like they had sat for a while.
Lake City needs to answer here. Down 20, 0 for 3 on their first 3 attempts. Kunkel's got to get this offense moving. He'll keep it himself. He's got a lead blocker. McBain defense swarming, and that's Brant Bonico again.
Darren Kunkel with the keep ahead for a couple of yards. Calvin McGillis and Brant Bonico with the tackle. He's 2nd and 8.
If you're Lake City, I think you've got to keep Kunkel in the pocket. He has not done well scrambling out. McBain has been able to get there with the linebackers with blazing speed, you know, Huttinga, Haverkamp, McGillis, Bonico off the edge. It's just tough to scramble against. I think you've got to trust your offensive line and let Kunkel stay in the pocket and try and get a pass.
Pass intended for number 22.
Brody Gothard.
Thank you. Was incomplete, just slipped out of his hands. There were a few Ramblers there. I think it was Ealing a little bit faster, and he would have gotten that interception and taken it the other way.
Kunkel looking to pass again. McGillis is there. Kunkel will take it himself. Makes it move past Stakem and Maloney. He's got a blocker. One guy black to beat. And Ealing makes a big tackle to knock Kunkel out of bounds after a broken play in the backfield. McGillis got in the backfield. Kunkel saw him, evaded, and got 40 yards out of it.
That's one thing we saw with the game against Kingsley and Beale City. McBain just let both teams just kind of run right over them, getting big gains almost every carry. One difference is McBain didn't have Landon Ealing at the time. He was still battling injury.
Lake City ran a halfback screen there. Kunkel found his running back, Blair, but Haberkamp was there, made the first contact. Blair escaped him, but Haberkamp allowed the rest of the defense to get there. It is 2nd down and 9 at McBain 16. This is the first time Lake City's been in scoring position all night. Kunkel will keep it himself, cutting back to his right. He's still on his feet. He'll be brought down just shy of the first down marker.
Camphouse tackle for the Ramblers.
Camphouse in on the stop for McBain. 3rd down and inches for this Trojan offense. Blair in the backfield alongside Kunkel. It's Blair with the carry. And McBain does a good job of stopping him before getting the first down.
That's number 66, Caleb Camphouse, finding the ball real quick, making a good defensive stop. Now 4th and 1. I can't imagine Lake City going for a field goal.
And they aren't punting either.
That would be something else. The only thing I can think of in Coach Smith's mind right now is it's 1 yard till we reset, and we're not far from getting points on the board.
Kunkel just takes it himself, and he's got the first. Forward progress gives him that first down, and it'll be 1st and goal at the McBain 6-yard line. And we see a late substitution here. Big Mac Bonico checking in to play that defensive tackle spot. Bonico is there solely for the purpose to stop Kunkel from running up the middle. Bonico takes up 2 or 3 blockers to hold him from getting in that backfield. And if he can do a good job getting off the line, Kunkel may have a tough job getting this touchdown.
Timeout, McBain. Left in the half. Coach Maloney probably trying to just get his Ramblers to calm down, reset, and go back to the defense that they were playing earlier in the first quarter.
McBain breaks their huddle. If you're McBain, you've got to have your edge rushers contained here. You cannot allow Kunkel to get outside and just have one man to beat. You've got to have Huttinga, Bonico, Acom and McGillison at linebacker. You have to get them to keep Kunkel inside and force him to run at Big Mac Monaco.
Well, you got the first line of Camp House, Mac Bonko, and Brant Bonko, and then you got the linebackers.
Kunkel's pass is caught in the end zone. Rolling on the field is a touchdown.
Taking it to the house.
That's number 17, Andrew Van Dienen, in on the touchdown reception.
It's almost like Lake City and McBain kind of switched roles. Coach Smith probably a little bit fired up at his team, trying to tell him, get moving, we got to go. Down 3 scores.
Kunkel trying to get in the end zone, he does. And Kunkel, after celebrating that touchdown, should go thank Oakley Barger for his block on Brock Maloney. He had Maloney stuck in his split spot, and it allowed Kunkel to sneak into that end zone. So with 5:48 left in the first half, Lake City gets their first points of the night, bringing McBain's lead down to just 12. Both teams take the field after the Lake City touchdown. Lake City will be kicking off. Back deep to receive for the Ramblers, number 24, Eli Baker, 23, Karsten Ottinga, and number 6, Calvin McGillis.
Low kick rolls out of bounds at about the 10-yard line.
Kickoff was on bounds.
Great football knowledge there from McGillis. He had the chance to pick the ball up, but he saw that it was rolling out of bounds, let it go out, bring the flag out, and moving the ball forward.
Picking up the ball at where the spot it was would have been not such a great decision from McGillis, as he would have had 11 Trojans running at him. Had to do some quick math and football knowledge at the same time. Not strong at either. But great decision from McGillis and putting the offense on the field.
Baker stumbled in the backfield, still gets back to the line of scrimmage. And that play by McGillis brought the ball, what would have been spotted at the 10-yard line, all the way to the 35. McBain still in T formation, have not opted to go for the spread. T has worked 3 for 3. As we'll see, McGillis with the carry, cuts it outside. He's got some players to be brought down by 3 Lake City defenders. After that big run by McGillis, it is 1st and 10 at Lake City's 33-yard line.
some might look at that run and say McGillis was definitely a little bit aggravated from the way the defense performed in that last defensive possession. Pace hands off to Maloney, getting about 6 yards on the play.
Stop made by Lucas Henkamp. Gain 6 on the play.
4:40 left in the first half. McBain is up 20 to Lake City's 8.
Clock is running.
McBain very well in scoring position. 2nd and 4 at Lake City's 26-yard line.
McBain sticking with the T formation.
Huttinga out wide.
They hand it off to Baker. Gets the first down and a little bit more. One thing that the Lake City defense got to watch for is, even though McBain's in the T formation, they still have Huttinga out wide, and at any moment in time, just like what we saw at the Ramblers' most recent score, is Pace can just drop back, throw it over top to Huttinga, and Huttinga can make a couple moves. Brock Maloney on the carry. And 3 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7. 3.5 left. Clock still running. McBain up 2 scores.
Huttinga out wide. Ooh. Van Dienen had not quite gotten over to Huttinga. If Pace had gotten the line set a little bit earlier, may have gotten the throw to him, but McGillis runs into the end zone, dragging a defender or two with him. He was not willing to be stopped on that touchdown run.
Doesn't Van Dienen thinking, oh no, I'm about to get smoked, as Huttinga could have just easily blown by him. Pace throwing it to him, but no, he hands it off to McGillis, trusts his running backs, and McGillis, using his power and speed, just blows straight through the defense into the end zone, putting another 6 on the board.
And just as we thought Lake City might be getting back into this game, Lake City goes down and answers. Ooh. Van Dienen had not quite gotten over to Huttinga. If Pace had gotten the line set a little bit earlier, may have gotten the throw to him, but McGillis runs into the end zone. As you saw there, the instant replay brought to you by Cole Ingerite, running the computer tonight.
Along with Christian Mitchell and his camera work.
On that 2-point conversion, McBain tried to run Huttinga in a slant route, which means takes a couple steps forward and immediately breaks for the inside. He had some open room. Pass wasn't perfect, but Lake City was able to defend it well and knock the pass down to keep them from converting the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it almost looked like Lake City expected it to happen, as on the scoring play, they handed it off to McGillis, so they must be doing something different for the 2-point conversion.
You almost would think that McBain would just let Huttinga almost just run for the back corner of the end zone, let Pace get the ball to him, and just let Huttinga go make a play. Instead, set Huttinga in the slant route, didn't work, and now Lake City's offense comes on the field 1st and 10 after Monaco's kick.
Even with the play, how it worked, it almost seemed like Pace kind of had a little bit of robotic motion, and his throw. He wanted it to go there. He didn't look, see, he's cutting us swamped with defense. I'll go do something else.
Barger caught the pass. He's still on his feet. He'll be brought down by number 4, Evan Haverkamp. Barger caught the pass. He's still on his feet. He'll be brought down by number 4. Ready? Ready? Second down and 1 for this Trojan offense. Kunkel looking to throw. He's taking it himself, and he'll get the first down and some. Be brought down at the McBain 40-yard, which will move the chains.
One thing that the McBain defense has got to do real quick is stop Kunkel from getting big gains on when he takes it himself. He'll hesitate on the pass, and the defense will kind of set in their position as a pass defense. But they got to expect, as Kunkel went deep. Pass was a bit overthrown, intended for Barger. Abbott was in coverage. It looked like Abbott was almost going to get that ball. Barger played good defense, stopped Abbott from getting the interception. Second down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Tosses it to Blair. He's still on his feet. Will be pushed out of bounds by a combo of Camphouse and McGillis.
Blair clear around left line. It's down to the 31-yard line.
So don't go sugar crazy.
First one from Trojans.
Third down and 1. Kunkel looking to pass. Huttinga rushing. Kunkel will get the first down and he'll just run out of bounds after Abbott and Acom close in on him.
That's good for a Trojan first down.
Another thing that the Rambler defense is doing is Kunkel slides to the far side, the whole defense moves over. But then he changes direction, and they're not coming over as fast as they are going the other when he slides out the other way. They need to move their feet faster, get Kunkel behind the line to gain, forcing third down and fourth down situations.
McBain will take a timeout. It almost seems like the defensive line of McBain is overcommitting. And something you're taught as a young age when you play football, at the Pee-wee level, is even if you're on the edge, you run through behind the offensive line. And that's not something we're seeing here from this McBain defensive line. They're dropping back and running horizontally, which allows Kunkel to cut back and have tons of open room to run in.
They're almost letting Lake City choose their positioning for them, where they need to step into that space, and then if something happens, they got to move and choose that. They got to find that new spot to be in the way, and they got to play defense. They're going point to point, and they need to go area to area.
It almost looks like at this point, Kunkel running opposite direct, running right, and then cutting back and getting open room to run is almost like a design play at this point. As we'll see Blair motion out, Kunkel's taking it himself, past one defender, brought down by number 74, Brant Bonico.
Kunkel's carry. Gets down to the 15-yard line. That's good for a Trojan first down. Brant Bonico with the tackle.
First down, Lake City, as the clock ticks under a minute. They go to Blair. Finally, Blair gets pushed out of bounds, but not after. Gain of 4.
He does get pushed out of bounds, which does stop the clock. Lake City still got all 3 timeouts. McBain has used 2 in this half. And 51 seconds left, 3 timeouts at the McBain 10-yard line. Coach Smith for Lake City has a lot of options what he wants to do here to get points up on the board. Van Dienen on the reception for Lake City.
Timeout called by Trojans.
Timeout, Lake City.
Both teams back out on the field after the timeout. 42 seconds left. 3rd down and 3. Kunkel pitches it to Blair. Ealing tries to get him. Baker will push him out before getting the first down. Flag is thrown.
There is a flag on the play.
Call from the officials will be holding against the Trojans.
Holding against Trojans is called.
Instead of it possibly being a 4th and short, it's now 3rd down and 11 at McBain's 15-yard line. Big opportunity for McBain to get a stop here with 33 seconds left. Kunkel looking to pass. Going deep to Barger. It is knocked down by Maloney. Great coverage there. Almost looked like Maloney could have gotten an interception. Ball bounces off his hands. It'll now be 4th and 11 from McBain's 15-yard line. Lake City down 26-8. McBain's got a big chance to stop them from scoring here. .28 seconds on the clock. Lake City's still got 2 timeouts. Lake City's going for it. Kunkel's keeping it himself. He's going to the right. Still on his feet. He'll be brought down very close to that first down marker. Flag is thrown. Big decision could be caused by this flag. Penalty is against McBain, face mask. And that will move the chains.
First and goal for the Trojans.
No, it'll be 4th and 1. Maloney will take a timeout.
18 seconds left on the clock. Maloney definitely trying to get a stop on this 4th down, and then whatever time is left, just kind of use it to get some ground before going into halftime.
As you said, 18 seconds left. This could almost be a game-deciding play. I know it's still the end of the first half, but points here could give Lake City momentum going into halftime. But if McBain can stop him here and go into the locker rooms up 26-8, that's a lot of confidence coming out of the second half, which could prevent them from having the slump we often see.
Well, no matter what goes down in this play, you will have a momentum booster, a confidence booster, whether it's with the McBain team going into halftime after just getting a defensive stop, permitting a score, or Lake City getting the touchdown, going into halftime, fired up.
Kunkel keeps it himself. Huttinga, McGillis, and Maloney chasing him. Kunkel switches directions. He'll be brought down in the backfield. That's a turnover on downs. McBain will take over. 6 seconds left. And you have to believe Pace gonna come out and take a knee.
The ball will go over on downs. This is 10 runners.
Big defensive stop there from McBain. Huttinga and McGillis first to get there. Maloney forced Kunkel to turn directions. When he went to turn, he slipped, allowed McBain to get there and bring him down.
That split second that Kunkel slipped was the deciding factor of that play. As Pace takes the knee, just going to halftime, reevaluate, and come out for the second half and execute.
Interesting first half here so far. McBain is up 26 to Lake City's 8. McBain looking to make it 3 in a row after starting the season 0-2. Got a lead here at halftime, but Lake City, they've got to come out of halftime with some confidence as they're still in this game. 26-8, that is not a huge margin, but it all depends on Kunkel. If Kunkel can get the run game working for him, then Lake City, as we saw on that last drive and a drive earlier in the second half, Lake City can move the ball. And if they can get a touchdown early in that second half, it could really give them momentum to go on and win this game.
26-8, your halftime score. McBain leads. The Lake City Band give you your halftime show. Enjoy.
All right, the live stream's gonna go down here for a minute. We need to restart our computer. We're having some technical difficulty. So again, the computer or the live stream will be down for a few minutes.
By band director Adam Eisenreich. Color guard Let's have another round of applause for our marching Trojans. Thank you, band.
Hello, and ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the start of the second half. The kickoff will go through the end zone. Means McBain's offense will start first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. McBain looking to start the second half strong. Staying in the T formation. Maloney, McGillis, and Baker in the backfield. Huttingham, DeWitt in at tight ends. It's McGillis on the carry. He's got some running room.
Steps out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. You know, if a football field didn't have any boundaries, McGillis would have taken it all the way. It also would be one interesting game.
Yes, it would. Big run there to start the second half for McBain.
Ball handed off to Baker. He's still on his feet, finds a couple holes, gets across the line to gain, and gets brought down just inside Trojan territory. First down, Ramblers.
Baker got a little help from Huttingham. Huttingham last week got flagged for pulling his teammate into the end zone. This week, he got behind Baker and pushed him forward for a couple extra yards.
Well, I think the difference between last week and this week is Huttingham was a little bit more protected from the officials. Had a few Trojans in the way so that he couldn't be seen assisting the runner. As Pace hands the ball off to Maloney. Gets about 5 yards on the play.
4 on the play. Second and 6.
Second down and 5 for McBain.
Ball handed off to McGillis, just plows through defenders, cross the line to gain, brought down at the 30-yard line of Lake City territory. Now that was almost a play that you would have seen last year from Calvin's older brother, Caden McGillis. His strength is he's just so strong that he just plowed through people to get more yardage.
McGillis not only plowing over defenders, also ran into the ref, knocked him over. It is first and 10 for McBain. Maloney on the carry this time. Second down and 5 for the Rambler offense.
McBain still in the T formation. They go back to McGillis. He gets another first down for the Ramblers. And Ramblers now in the red zone.
Haverkamp checks into the game for Huttingham. Another good run blocker for this McBain team. Pace gives it to Baker. Baker cuts it back inside. Little spin move helps him get closer to that first down marker. He'll be brought down. Second down and 4. As McBain gets closer to this end zone, you have to watch DeWitt, who we've seen him do a little block and release where he blocks the defender and then slips out to receive a pass. It'll be McGillis on the carry this time, gets the first down.
As Huntinga checks back into the game. Great runs with an S by McGillis, getting a lot of yardage each carry, getting the first down.
Baker on the carry, trying to get in the end zone. He will sneak in. That is another 6 points up onto the board for this Rambler offense.
Now, this is the Rambler team we saw last week and the Rambler team we saw in Roscommon. And hopefully the team that played Beale City and the team that played Kingsley doesn't come out in the second half. Now, McBain has a little bit of room, but if you keep letting Lake City walk all over you, it won't end well.
Hayes pitches it to Baker. Baker's trying to get the edge, won't make it. And McBain started the season off playing Beale City and Kingsley, who are probably the two toughest teams they'll play all year. And starting this season out against those two teams, it's tough, and they went 0-2, but they've come out of that extremely well, beating Roscommon, Houghton Lake up here against Lake City 32-8. And this McBain team looks like the McBain team we see year in and year out. Big, strong runners who they don't like to pass. They trust their running backs, and the running backs always deliver.
Well, in a rare occurrence, it is very difficult to come into Lake City and beat Lake City. Beale City did it last week. McBain, right now, knock on wood, is doing it. And hopefully it stays this way.
And after this game, McBain has got two very winnable games the following weeks. Everett is a team that knocked McBain out of the playoffs last year in a crushing defeat. And then they go back home to play Pine River in the anniversary game for McBain. That's a big game, and one McBain's definitely looking to win.
Multiple flags on the field. Tonight, Beale City and Everett are playing for first place in the Highland Conference. I don't know the score for that right now. We will contact sources for that. Right there. Officials conversing on the situation. Multiple flags thrown. It looked like the ball had gone out of bounds with, and then Caleb Abbott coming in, big hit. Officials definitely have a better angle than we do.
And the ball did come loose after the Caleb Abbott hit.
Yeah, offsetting personal fouls, one against Trojans and one against Ramblers.
Be offsetting fouls against both teams, which means they'll be negated. It will still be 1st and 10. In a score update of the Beal game, as of 33 minutes ago, Beal was up 27-0 at half. Still some discussion going on between Kyle Smith, the head coach for Lake City, and the officials. It will remain 1st and 10 for Lake City inside their own 20-yard line.
End result will be 1st and 10, Trojans from the 60-yard line.
You see Kunkel on the sidelines.
Blair with the carry, be knocked out of bounds.
Good move there on the right side. Gets it up to the 20.
Kunkel comes back into the game. I'm not sure why he didn't play that first play. Could very well be the personal foul was called against him, which means he would have to come out for a play. Not 100% positive on that, so don't.
Well, he was in the area when the whole play went down.
Take low, Gary. Gets enough for 1st down.
Blair gets the 1st down on the run. McGillis in on the tackle for McBain. First and 10. Kunkel motions Blair out of the backfield. Goes across the middle to Barger. Pass is dropped. Abbott in coverage.
Just out of reach for Abbott. Could have been McBain possession.
McBain's had a lot of chances for interceptions in this game. Abbott wasn't quite able to get that one. Earlier in the game, the deep throw, Abbott was just not able to get there. That pass was defended well by Barger to stop Abbott from getting it. And then in the back of the end zone, Maloney almost had an interception. The ball drops down and hits the ground as Kunkel trying to cut it back. Still on his feet, be brought down by a tag team of Acom and Bonico, and Bonico has the football. The ruling is he was down before the ball came out. It'll be 3rd down and long for this Lake City offense.
Is Blair running out wide. Getting a lot of ground back from that big loss. We're not sure of who the quarterback is other than his number 23. He's not in our programs.
Kunkel on the sideline again.
Timeout called by the Trojans.
Still are not sure who is in at quarterback. He pitches it out to Blair. Bonico tries to get him still on his feet. Ealing brings him down. That's a big hit from Landon Ealing, who's playing safety tonight. That's a long way to go to get there.
Well, he's another name that's got some speed. He just turns on the turbos and puts the ball on the turf.
Landon Ealing with a stop.
It'll be turnover on downs.
1st and 10 for McBain. McBain still in T formation.
Hand off to McGillis. McGillis getting 3 yards on the play.
Carry ahead for about 4 yards. Chris Park gets tackled.
Flag is thrown. I believe it might be against Lake City. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Lake City. I believe it was against a defensive lineman. There appeared to be some discussion between the official and one of the D linemen. After that discussion was over, flag came out, and that will move the chains. Timeout on the field is Lake City's timeout. First and 10 for McBain. In T formation, Hutting out wide. Pace is looking to go to Huttinga. He's got space. Pass is dropped. Great coverage by Christian Park. Second down and 10 after the incompletion. No wide receivers on the field. Pace gives it to Baker. He's got some lead blockers still on his feet. Be brought down at the Lake City 5-yard line.
Make it 3rd and yard and a half-ish.
DeWitt and Haverkamp in at tight end for McBain. It's Maloney on the carry, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, McBain.
Into the end zone.
McBain going for the 2-point conversion. It's McGillis.
And he gets across the goal line. 2-point conversion confirmed.
It looked like McGillis might have been down before he crossed the line. Official rules it a touchdown, making the score McBain 40 to Lake City's 8. Bonico getting ready to kick off for McBain. Another short one. It'll be covered by Lake City. That is number 51, Brighton Pfeiffer, on the recovery for Lake City. Lake City taking over, 1st and 10, 3:21 left in the 3rd quarter.
Kunkel taking it himself. Brought down by Calvin McGillis and Evan Haverkamp.
Second down from Trojans.
2nd down and 8 for the Trojans. Kunkel in at quarterback.
Blair alongside him in the backfield. Drops back to pass. Long throw. Just out of reach from pass intended to Oakley Barger. Maloney was right there with him. And then ball just slightly out of reach.
You know, I love to give Brock Maloney props. He works hard, but that was a little bit of botched coverage there from him. Got beat off the line by Barger. Was not able to keep up with him, and it's just out of reach for him.
Fourth and 5 for the Trojans.
Blair. He's got the first down and some, makes of it, miss. That is touchdown, Dane Blair and the Lake City Trojans.
Dane Blair scored, taking it 2-5 out.
Great play by Blair. Finding a wide hole to run through, and he was just gone. Abbott had a chance at stopping him, just missed. Blair, good offensive move, stepping out of the way, and he was just gone. No one stopping him.
And in the previous weeks, Blair has been dominant for this Lake City offense. We have not seen much of him tonight as Kunkel throws the 2-point conversion.
Pass completed by Barger. 2:12 in the third quarter is 16-40. Kick is away, low and long as Baker recovers it, finds a hole. Baker could have been dropped down at the 20-yard line, but sneaks right through that hole, letting the Lake City players just run right into each other, get in the extra yardage. First down, Ramblers.
First and 10 for McBain at their own 25-yard line. Still yet to see the spread offense from McBain.
No clue where the ball was. I think Calvin McGillis with the carry. Ball was snapped and I just lost it.
Good run there from McGillis. Second down and 4 for the Ramblers. Huttinga in at wide receiver.
McBain sticking with the T formation, but has Huttinga wide. They give it to Baker.
Baker's got room to run. Huttinga with a big lead block. Kunkel knock Baker out of bounds.
I think Baker wanted to slow down and kind of do a spin move, but Kunkel just kind of got big and just shoved him out of bounds, keeping him from gaining any more yardage.
That could have been an even bigger play, but Huttinga, after blocking the corner that was guarding him, got tripped up and wasn't able to get out in front of Baker, which meant Baker had to take 3 defenders on alone, and not many people can do that. Baker pushed out of bounds. Still first and 10 at Lake City's 36-yard line.
T formation, hands off to Maloney. Gets about 7 yards on the play.
29-yard line. Getting 7 on play. They did Van Down and Chris Parker at the tackle for the Trojans.
Second and 3. It's Baker. Be brought down short of the first down.
Baker's still on the right side. Hope the Dodgers stop. Gain a couple on play.
It will be third down and 3. Clock is running, 15 seconds left in the third quarter. And McBain will just let the clock expire.
That'll be the end of the third quarter. 40-16. Your score, McBain on top. We'll take a break. Be back after.
Third down and 3 for McBain to start the fourth quarter. Pace under center, McBain in T formation. It'll be McGillis. still on his feet. He'll be brought down after getting the first down.
Good run by Calvin McGillis, moving the chains for the Ramblers. First down, McBain.
Catching up some attack from Trojans.
McBain still in T formation. They go to Maloney. Maloney stopped by number 20. Number 20 not in our program. Can't give you a name to a face. 2nd and 5 for the Ramblers, still in T formation.
It'll be Baker. Maloney and McGillis lead blockers. Baker's got the edge, and he'll beat Kunkel to the end zone. Touchdown, McBain.
Baker's got a lot of speed, and what we just saw on Lake City's offensive possession, they've got speed too. Great play from Baker, cutting the corner, getting into the end zone, putting points on the board.
Pace's pass is caught by DeWitt for the 2-point conversion. Great pass there from Pace. DeWitt had to go up and get it a little bit, able to keep his feet in bounds when he did it.
10:40.
Welcome back. Sorry about that. We're having some technical difficulties tonight, but it is 1st and 10 for Lake City. 10:36 left in the 4th quarter. Kunkel in at quarterback for Lake City. He'll look to throw, and Acom is there. Kunkel will be sat down in the backfield.
Now, Acom, he's probably one of the smallest guys out there, if not the smallest. But he's fast. It's the same type of thing we saw last year with Matt Utek. He's not the tallest guy. He might be the strongest, but that's not always given. But he's fast, gets off the block, around the offensive line, and gets to the quarterback.
2nd and long for the Trojan offense. Kunkel pitches it to Blair, and Huttinga's in the backfield. Lake City is going the wrong direction.
Loss of 5 on the play. 25 from
Offensive line, and gets to the quarterback.
2nd and long for the Trojan offense. Kunkel pitches it to Blair, and Huttinga's in the backfield. Third and very long. Kunkel just gets rid of it. Huttinga. Flag is thrown late.
I can only think of one thing, and that'd be roughing the passer. I mean, the ball was out of Kunkel's hands as Carson was hitting him, but that's not always the case.
I'm not sure what they will call here. It was a late flag thrown. There is some discussion going on between the officials.
Personal foul against the Ramblers.
Call is personal foul against the Ramblers. Penalty will be marked off against McBain.
With the ball at 35, so it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Trojans.
Ball will be spotted at the original line of scrimmage.
Pace and Coach Rodenbaugh having some discussion with the official. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Lake City. McGillis telling Abbott to watch deep, and Kunkel's going deep. Abbott in coverage. Pass is caught by Barger. Abbott did as good as he possibly could in that situation. Safety coming over to help. Barger just went up and got the ball.
Yeah, Abbott definitely got the short end of the stick in size. Barger jumping up, getting the ball.
Will be 1st and 10 at McBain's 34-yard line. 8:25 left in the 4th quarter. Kunkel looking to throw. He's going deep. Van Dienen all alone. Pass is overthrown. It'll be incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 for the Trojans.
Second down and 10 for Lake City. 8:18 left in the 4th. Kunkel's going to Barger. Pass will be incomplete. It'll make it 3rd down and 10 for the Trojan offense.
Now this is what the McBain defense likes to see. Third down situations, 3rd and long to be exact. Putting the pressure on Lake City to make a play.
Third and 10. Kunkel looking to throw. Going deep. Pass is incomplete. 2 flags are thrown on the play. 1 will be holding against Lake City. The other will be roughing the passer against McBain. Definitely a hold there. The official threw his flag, and then same official threw his hat as the flag. I'm not sure on the roughing the passer. It was a big D lineman. He's running. It's hard for him to stop his momentum. Bumped into Kunkel after he threw it.
Yeah, and a lot of those roughing the passer plays, it's not always on purpose. You know, some of those big linemen, they get running and it takes them a while to slow down. And if the quarterback's in the way, quarterback's in the way.
Penalties will offset. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Lake City. 8:05 left in the 4th quarter. Official getting ready, had to put his hat and his flag back on. Play resumes. Kunkel looking to throw. Pass intended for Van Dienen again. Little long.
I'm not even sure Van Dienen knew that the ball was coming to him. He didn't look back for the ball at all, and all of a sudden there it was, and it was on the ground. 4th and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
McBain defending the pass. Almost looks like they've got 4 safeties out there. They'll pitch it to Blair. Brought down by McGillis and Camphouse short of the 1st down. It'll be a turnover on downs. McBain will take over.
Great idea by the Lake City offense. You know, go for it. They really don't have anything to lose. 4th and 10. It is a stretch, but doable. It's happened before. McBain taking the ball in their own territory. 7:41 left in the game.
It's Abbott on the run. Be brought down just shy of the 1st down marker.
Carries to the center line. Ahead for about 8 yards. Off the guard and tackle for the Trojans.
McGillis gets the 1st down and more.
Calvin McGillis with the carry, gets it up to the 41-yard line. That's good for a Rambler 1st down.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will be taking over for Kyle Culp while he uses the restroom. Tucker, haven't really been watching the game. How's McBain been doing?
Well, 48-16 left with 6.5 left. Both sides looking pretty good. McBain sticking with the T formation, which surprised me because in recent previous games, after halftime they stick to a more to spread formation. As Pace will hand the ball off to Abbott.
And I was going to say, I did realize that Coach Maloney has put in the 2nd string running backs other than Elijah Baker. As far as I can see, Elijah Baker's the only, quote-unquote, original running back out of that T formation. And I'm very thankful to see McBain dominate these Trojans. The McBain-Lake City rivalry has been pretty big ever since I've been in high school. So it's pretty nice to see them finally take a win.
Yeah, the history between McBain and Lake City goes back long before our time.
Right.
It's always good to it's always good to see these 2 teams come together and play. McBain sticking with T formation.
Ball on the play recovered by the Trojans.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Trojans. Our first real mistake from the Rambler offense. Pace hands the ball off to what looked like Abbott. And Abbott just kind of dropped the ball, and Lake City picks it up.
With a 32-point lead, I think McBain can handle that turnover. Now, that will like boost the Trojans' morale or mentality going into this possession, because they just have a fumble, and now they're on McBain territory. On the 45 of the Ramblers, 1st and 10 here for the Trojans. About 5 minutes and 14 seconds left in the game. Let's see if the Trojans can score another touchdown.
Kunkel on the sideline for the Trojans, number 23 at quarterback position. Hands it off to number 10, Ian Noren. Be second
about
and
4.
6.
Excuse me, sorry, Tucker. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left in the game. Clock is running, 2nd and 6 for the Trojans. If you're just joining us, the Ramblers have definitely dominated this game. The score is McBain 48 and the Trojans 16. Ball gets dropped, but picked right back up. Kind of looked like a dribble. Kind of looked like he dribbled the ball there.
Noren almost looked like he tried bouncing the ball off the ground. Picked it up. Gain of about 1.
Even after that dribble, I thought that would be like a dead ball at that point. Well, I guess not. I don't really know football personally, so.
It would be.
Well, technically it'd be a fumble, right?
It would be a
fumble. So he picked up that fumble and ran. Okay, I got you now. Travel. 3rd and 5 for the Trojans. The ball gets handed off again, number 10, I believe.
Ian Noren. Big hit by Landon Ealing.
Just inside the 20, 35-yard line. That's it for
Ian Noren, a little slow to get up. First down, Lake City.
First and 10 for the Lake City Trojans.
Ian Noren getting the first down.
Ian Noren to the center of the line.
A little surprised, but also glad that he's still on the field after the big hit from Landon Ealing. Not sure that he would, not sure how he would recover from that. He's a little slow to get up. Barger gets the first down, cuts back inside, and he gets brought down at about the 2-yard line. First and goal, Trojans. Barger a little slow to get up. Kind of limping, Barger kind of limping a little. I can imagine he doesn't want to come out of this game.
They are keeping him in.
2:10 left in this ball game.
Clock is running. It's Noren.
Noren punches it up the middle. Touchdown, Lake City.
A little score update from the Beale City game. At the start of the fourth quarter, it is 48-13. Beale City is up.
McBain on the field. Lake City now trotting onto the field.
The kick is away for Lake City. McGillis will look to return. Be brought down just past McBain's 30-yard line. So McBain will take over 1st and 10 with 1:54 left in the game. McBain is up 48 to Lake City's 22. Rodenbaugh will be in at quarterback for this drive. And Rodenbaugh will take a knee. McBain just trying to end this game. Second and 12. Rodenbaugh letting as much clock expire before he takes the snap.
Now a minute left. 3rd and 16. Clock still running. This could be the last play of the game.
You know, Tucker, I like to pick a player of the game who I thought did best, and you cannot choose one out of that running back core. Baker, McGillis, Maloney, they all did their part. I believe they all have touchdowns, lots of yards, just a dominate performance from this McBain team, and it'll improve their record to 3-2 on a 3-game win streak. Next week they go to Everett, who is currently losing to Beale.
And clock winds down and expires. Yeah, that's the end of the game. It has been a long time since McBain has come into Lake City and won the game. Kyle, final thoughts?
It was just a dominating performance from this McBain team on both ends of the ball. In the second half, did an amazing job of slowing down Kunkel, and the offense kept on rolling. And going into next week, this is something that builds even more confidence. Lake City, bitter rival. McBain versus Lake City, always a big game. McBain has come out on top and are the champions of the Missaukee County for football.
22-48, your final score for tonight's football game. I am Tucker Vanderveld, joined alongside by Kyle Culp with Christian Mitchell and Cole Engelwright behind the camera and computer. We are the Ramblin' Review. Thank you and good night.